The year was 2018 when I visited Bufulubi Prison in Uganda's Mayuge district. As a young, enthusiastic lawyer, I believed that I could make a difference in the lives of these inmates, that I could offer hope to them that felt forgotten by the world, by their communities, and by their families. In my mind, I always assumed that detention facilities met the basic standards, that inmates had access to a clean room, an adequate meal, and one that was also nutritious. Or was I wrong? How could I be so far from the truth?
Also visited Nago Remand Center and Nago Reception that offers shelter to destitute children. These facilities' biggest challenge is the huge number of children under the 129 children taken off the streets and housed at Kampiringisa. But this is not an easy task for the authorities given the huge numbers.
Stresses the existing amenities like beddings and other kind of infrastructure.
This 17-year-old, whom we shall call Ismail, is living a lonely existence. His mother and siblings are dead. His father disowned him. Last year, Ismail was arrested and charged with aggravated defilement and aggravated murder. The victim was his sister. Out of the over 170 adolescents on remand, only 10 parents turn up on visiting day, which is every Friday. Adam is 16, and this is his 4th time in the remand home. He has been charged with aggravated robbery. He spent 6 months in Luzira Upper Prison before they realized that he was a minor. His time in Luzira, though, destroyed whatever innocence was left in him.
The video you have just seen shows a glimpse of the challenges that child offenders face while navigating the justice system in Uganda. Let me paint a picture of what I saw the day that I visited Bufulubi Prison. Dimly lit rooms, cold cement floors, isolation rooms so dark that it felt suffocating. The inmates wore yellow tattered uniforms that exposed their malnourished bodies. They had open sores that were oozing blood and pus. Their skins were so scaly, it was an indicator that bathing was a luxury. When you looked at their beds, the mattresses, they were thin, they were worn out. I sometimes wondered if they even slept at night. In the far corner, there was a metallic bucket that they used as a toilet. Amidst all this misery, 2 boys stood out. Okello and Okot, just the age of 14 and 16 years. They told me that when they had been arrested, the police officers severely beat them, that their family did not even know that they had been arrested. They were put in prison cells that were congested with adults, and they were there for longer than 24 hours. Now, when the case finally went to court, they had no interpreter, they had no lawyer to defend them. Imagine being a child and listening to your own case, and people are using English, a language you have never heard. That's sad, right? But anyway, that is what is happening. So, according to the 2023 Uganda police report, it was stated that over 10,000 cases, child-related in nature, went to the police station. Of those, 1,008 went to court. Up to date, 70% of these cases are still pending in court. A 2021 UNICEF report states that over 261,000 children are in detention on any given day. So this is why I started my organization, Ikoku Protection and Justice. Ikoku is an Itesot word to mean child. It embodies our mission to protect and offer justice to children that are in conflict with our law. We are addressing a problem of inadequate, incomprehensive legal aid to child offenders, and this has resulted into congestion in the remand homes. It should be noted that there are 7 remand homes. A remand home is a place where the child is taken while the matter is still ongoing in court. And in my country, there's only one rehabilitation center, Kampiringisa Rehabilitation Center, which is a facility where the child will serve their sentence after the judge has decided that indeed this child is guilty of committing a crime. These places are all suffering from congestion and understaffing. So to address this critical problem, we have come up with 4 interventions. So our first intervention is creating awareness in the remand homes through our interactive board and card games. We want these children to be able to ask relevant questions to witnesses while in court because it's allowed under the law. We want them to also have a better understanding of the justice system, of their legal rights as well. Our second intervention is legal representation. We'll use the services of volunteer advocates that will be working in the family and children's court. We'll get these cases as referrals from the police, from the community, but also from the awareness sessions that we have been conducting at the start. Our third intervention is creating rehabilitating these child offenders through our psychosocial 2 weeks program that will be targeting child offenders between the ages of 12 to 17 years of age. So in this session, we will ensure that the children are further rehabilitated through our program where we will refer them to a shelter home. And once the matter is done in court, that is where they will go. And then we'll monitor them for a period of 3 months, upon which the case will be finally closed. Our fourth intervention is advocacy. As an organization, we believe in the power of storytelling. This will be through our podcast series, Justice Seed, and documentaries. We want these children to be looked at, not as monsters, not as criminals, but as children that need love, that need care, that need protection. At the end of our intervention, we envision a justice system where child offenders like Okello receive justice and are treated with dignity and with care and fairness at every stage. That when they're at the police station, the police officers do not quickly arrest them, that they use alternative interventions that are upholding their best interest. That when they go to the family and children's court, it's an environment where they can speak freely, they can speak without fear. That when they go to the centers, which are the rehabilitation centers and the remand homes, that it's a place where they receive an education, that it's a place where they get vocational and life skills. But most importantly, they get psychosocial support that is comprehensive. And when they finally get back to their communities and they're being embraced by their families, that they are reintegrated successfully through the fellowship, the follow-up sessions, through our reintegration program, and also as a way, we'll do this so that it's a way that we lower the crime rate. So let us reshape our justice system, not just for these child offenders, but for future communities, by ensuring that these child offenders receive justice and are treated with dignity and fairness at every stage. We break the cycle of reoffending, we lower the crime rate, and ensure safer neighborhoods for everyone. Thank you.